Hello and welcome back. Here we are. The weather is pretty mild, but this fire still feels cozy. Let's talk to some people that we haven't finished talking to since last time. Yeah, I finished a couple more quests that or I was about to, but we never talked to those people because, you know, it was getting a long episode. Enough rambling. Let's talk to Randall.
No, I've already told Watkin. I do not require a reward, coin or otherwise.
Right. By the way, Pastor, do you know why my belongings have been rummaged through? Oh. As you explain what happened, Randall's frown softens. I see. Then this situation is my fault entirely, for I was not forthright about my identity.
Watkin's suspicions are not unfounded. I used to be a ranger, but I've long since severed my ties.
Oh, really? They're too disconnected from the people they seek to protect. Okay. Distrust is to be expected when you shroud your movements and intentions. Yes, the irony is not lost on me. I fear that the truth would have put Watkin on edge, but he deserves the truth. Alas, my presence clearly causes him some anxiety. Would he be willing to tell him in my stead? I'll apologize to him myself, should he allow it. Well, that's very considerate of you. Let's now talk to Watkin.
Huh, maybe Rendell isn't so bad after all. I guess it's time I told my story too.
So bad? Well, was he ever bad? Was he ever bad to you, ever? There is a reason why I was in Karanost. I've heard rumors about valuable relics there. I figured. I'll need every bit of money I can get to flee whatever mess is brewing down south. Not to mention the mess that's brewing here. The captains in Gervarat are searching for me, and every other deserter out there, to force us into some wizard's service. All I want is a safe place to lay my head down at night. Nobody would be able, or even willing, to help someone like me. Except you and Randall. Well, maybe more people, right? I know I've already asked a lot from you. But please. Alright, we'll talk to Randall. Don't you worry, he's right here. 2 feet away. Well, more than 2, but you know what I mean. These captains would force Watkin into a war he does not want to fight. Then I'll strike them first. Are you now brothers, or what? Gervarat lies to the southwest. It's quite a trek, but I'll do everything I can. After all, Watkin is under my protection. You're under no obligation to aid me, but if you wish to, I'll meet you there. Alright, I'll find you later there, my friend. Let's see.
Greetings, traveler.
You have stuff to sell as usual, and to repair also as usual. Also, let's talk to Sirvelon.
Yes?
I heard the fighting from here, Ambassador, because I have elfish ears, and I know the orcs now count fewer warriors among their number. You have my thanks. You're nice and brief, huh? Well, now, however, guys, we need to go back there because last time I was so worried about the boy and his fate that I rushed down the stairs and, you know, I didn't look at the other towers, and I also didn't look. Let's see. Yeah, we had to find one tower overlooking the bridge with a good view of Sirlond and assess that situation as well. But no matter, we're coming back. So deja vu. But here we go. They count for the deed anyway, so we might as well. Let's see. A little lazy in my fighting today. That's alright. Okay, let's try this one first. This is the tower that worries Madriel. Okay. Madriel is right. Orc archers can easily see Sirlon from this position. Yeah, the openings, I guess. Yeah, especially move that way, I think. Like if we're on this corner, oh yeah, easy. Yes. Agreed. Okay. Now we still need to discover some towers on the other side. But first, let's talk to Madriel. Well, it's a very short ride, so we don't need to. We can just do it on screen. It's a massive, massive bridge. Truly. Quite a construction here. Especially considering it's so heavily built. To support its own weight is already an achievement, let alone anybody passing on it. Let's see. Here is Madriel.
Yes?
You could see Sirlon from that location? That is what I feared, Vasselborg. My husband Sirvalon is always thinking of swords and axes and things that are up close. It falls to me to take the longer view.
Have you a moment?
Yes. The orc scouts that prowl throughout Caranos carry bows with which they have proven quite deadly. Defeat these scouts and gather up their bows. Then climb to the tower from which you could spy on Sirlon and burn the bows in the fire the orcs built. I will watch for the smoke of the burning. Oh yeah, you will? So, let me get this straight. You can see the smoke from here. So we could have assessed that the archers or their scouts could see us from over there, obviously. If you can see the smoke of a few arrows, right? Or, or bows. Therefore, you could have surmised, just by looking from here towards there, that they can see us from there, right? So it was all for naught. I will watch for the smoke of the burning, and so I will know when the orcs have received the message. What message? Simply this, my helpful messenger, that their archers will not be allowed to strike us from afar. Okay, a little condescending here. Break the arrows, burn the bows. Well, at least I like the quest title. But yes, it was obvious from looking from here that they can, see us from over there, right? At least from some of the levels, and observe what we're doing as long as we're not too far in or whatever. Anyhow, I guess they wanted to be 100% sure that that's the case and that their elfish eyes, as good as they are not deceiving them. So they'll trust the word of a stranger human. Fine. Fine. Okay. Yes, warriors. This time I'm interested in the scouts, however. So this is a scout. This is another scout here. Very well. That's a third scout over here. Obviously all of them have bows, that makes sense. Okay, I see a fourth one over here. Well, give me a while. I'm quite lazy with my fighting today again. That's fine though. So we are up to 4 out of 5. Fine. This is a defiler. Devastated that guy too. And one more scout. Well, no scouts here. Guess we'll climb a little bit higher. Alright. This was all of your scouts? Plenty of warriors, no scouts? No, I'm sure there are more. Ah, there is one. Okay. Okay. So why can't I burn all the bows and whatever on this fire, but I have to go down further low? Further low, did I say? Well, I meant further down, obviously. Further low, that's funny. Okay. So this tower bonfire is good. But the higher one, for which the smoking is even better, is not as good. The fire hungers to burn whatever might chance to fall upon it. Ah, very funny. Very funny. Here, before long, a pillar of smoke rises skyward. The outlaws are no more. Well, at least the 5 we collected. There's still hundred more, yeah, I don't know, but dozens more bows, I'm sure, around here. So, I guess that was supposed to teach them a lesson. Well, let me get something to you, elf, or elves, plural, husband and wife. Orcs are not like elves, okay? The way you teach them lessons is a little bit different than this, okay? Like, different from burning their bows is what I mean. Like, defeating them in battle, yes, that can definitely teach them a lesson. But the burning part, I'm not so sure. I think the lesson will be, let's make more bows, guys. And let's be more vicious next time we see a human who does the tasks as a minion of this elf.
Yes?
I saw the smoke, Basigur. Let that be a message to them, even if it isn't. You have my thanks, and those of my husband as well. We have been here for several days, but this is the first that I feel we may be turning the tide against the orcs that dwell in Karnost. Really? Because we burned several, like 5 bows? Great. I see you elves are not experienced with orcs. I can tell. You know, elves can live a long life, but doesn't mean that young elves are not naive. Okay. Fine though, no harm done, I guess. Now let's move on and discover the eastern tower and the northwestern tower. Wait. Hold on a second. The crumbled towers. Okay. Oh, I see a very pale sign of where they are. That's fine. Well, I think we should actually approach one of the towers from up here. Yeah, we saw that tower from down below. Discover the eastern tower. Yes, indeed. Now we have to discover the northwestern tower. Okay. And then what will happen? Anything at all? Oh, wow. Sorry, this pool was so deep. I just lost my boar. My boar likes big deep pools. Yeah, and the day is mild, so I don't blame him. Wait, the northwestern one would be... Oh, way up there. That makes sense. And again, guys, we need to go and visit our friends, the orcs. It seems. Push our way through. Okay, don't mind that. But again, I don't believe there's lore associated with the towers. By just finishing the quest, I mean. Okay, we have inhabitants, Stonecrop, Surlond. Oh yes, Surlond. Did we talk about Surlond? Elves of Rivendell have set up a temporary campsite across the river from Karnost, which they have dubbed Surlond. Elves? It was mostly not elves. Just a funny husband and wife couple. Perched high above the roaring river and amidst the ancient ruins, they keep a wary watch upon the orcs, who now reside within the ruins of the crumbled fort. Fine. Yes, because we read about Karanos itself, but we failed to read about the small camp. That's fine. Never too late to read some lore. Okay. Discover the northwestern tower. Okay. Well, first we need to climb all the way up, I'm sure. Then, I see. That must be it, right? No? Yes, Scout. Didn't you learn your lesson courtesy of the elf lady? Apparently not. Don't blame you. Okay. I wouldn't have learned my lesson either if I was ignoring it. Okay, fire. Oh, who is this over there? Karanos commander. Discovered the northwestern tower, and we got some reputation and stuff, but no real lore. Yeah, you're a little tougher and cool looking. Okay. Now what? Well, we should be going to Nim Park here and deal with stuff over there. However, since we haven't crossed those lands before, it is not in full, we should ride together. I guess we're doing more riding in this episode. Okay. A hobby horse. Wait a second. How far is the hobby horse stuff? Oh yeah, that's far. Okay. I guess that's what we'll do first. I'll meet you over there because we have been in that area before. Okay. Well, actually, as I was going... Well, let me show you here. As I was going down to find the hobby horse stuff, or, well, search for the mother, Anatel, I found this guy here, who has a quest for me. Medwin, the fisherman. So this is close to her now. Just by chance, I was enjoying nature around the river and found this guy. I'm glad I did, because he has a quest for me.
Welcome, friend.
The secret to being a successful fisherman? I'll tell you, if you have the patience. Well, isn't patience the secret to a successful fisherman? Or being a successful one? But okay. Yeah, I mean, the objective is exercise patience and learn Medwin's secret, which is... Yeah, Medwin said to be patient. And what? I'll get a rotten fruit? Wait, rotten fruit from an eating contest? What? Rotten fruit from an eating contest? Where people were impatient, I guess? The fisherman's secret. Okay, so what? Exercise patience and learn Medwin's secret. Well, I'll be patient, guys, but I don't want you guys to watch me do nothing for like 2.5 minutes or over. So how about we skip some time? Okay, I'm getting nervous. No, not really. I'm very patient. What would the secret be to being a successful fisherman? It seemed the time would never come, but Medwin is ready to reveal his secret. Let me guess.
Well met.
The secret? You have already shown that you know it, my friend. The secret is patience. Duh. When it comes to fishing, there is a lot of waiting, and you have proven that you can do that, which is not something everyone can do. Well, that's another matter, but what the secret is, everybody knows. Good work and happy fishing. And here is a rotten fruit from a contest for you. Wonderful. I'm so pleased I did that quest. I mean, but hey, can I do anything with this? This item cannot be used inside the Frostbluff Theater. It cannot be used inside the Frostbluff Theater because it's impolite to eat rotten fruits. I agree. Okay. Consumed on use. Okay. Can I eat it? Cannot use on self. Ah, I can give it. I can pass it along now, and even more rotten fruit pass now for generations between strange people. Oh boy. Okay. I'll see you when I find Anatel. Ironically, by the way, look at our patience, guys. 0. 0 out of 16. Yes, patience is a virtue. Or is it a rotten fruit? I don't know anymore. Okay, but on the plus side, we found Anatel. Or Anatel.
I saw a light in the sky. I see so many lights, but this one's bellow tore through the air.
Ah, yeah, I see some ghostly or ghastly lights around here too. You inform Anatel that Melanion is alive and well, handing her the hobby horse. Melanion? My child? I had a child, but he ran away. No, the orcs took him. But this is his toy. And there is a note on the bridle, you say? She clutches the toy to her chest. Hail, stranger. You bring joyous tidings. Long have I wandered with a fell gloom blinding my eyes, but now that light has passed and my thoughts are mine once more. Now that light has passed, and my thoughts are mine once more. My son is safe and nearby. He is at Surlon, you say? I will go there at once. Come and find me in Surlon, and I shall reward you for all of your efforts. Why, thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yes, it is a hard loss, but it was only in your mind after all. So let's go to Surlont once again. And here we are at Surlont once again. Actually, guys, I should enable this milestone here. So at the location kind of in the middle of Cardoon. I definitely don't need the return to Bree one because I have my own return to Bree, honing skill because I'm from there. Here. On my race traits, one of the traits is return to Bree, so definitely don't need the milestone. Here we are. Let's talk to Anatel.
Well met, honored friend.
And there's a kid. Oh. Well met, honored friend. You have done so much for my family and for me. I thank you 1,000 times over, and it is not enough. Please, take this as well as my gratitude. You brought my son back to me. You brought me out of my madness. How could I ever repay you enough? Well, just by being happy, that's all I need. And here is Melanion.
Please, stay a moment.
My heart is heavy, thinking of how scared poor Kai must have been. I know my hobby horse is much the worse for wear, but I would still like to gift it to him. I rinsed off all traces of orc and have brushed out its mane once more, but it's still chewed on, but no matter. I know it is a poorly gift. Oh no, it's a good gift, given the danger he was in, but perhaps it will bring him comfort and let him know that he has a friend among the elves. Will you bring it to him, if he happen to pass through Herne again? Sure, of course. The hobby horse heads to Herne, and on that note, I bid you farewell, friends. Till next time. Goodbye.